We're only days away from WrestleMania 32 in Big D, so we got a big show right now.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Yeah, that's right. Brand new intro.
Got it.
We got the theme song from WrestleMania. Say, get it.
Yeah.
Getting it.
Big day.
Every single one of us. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Go Home Monday Night Raw after show for WrestleMania 32 in Dallas, Texas, y'all. Let's get right into it. We got plenty to talk about. I am at Loquasto on the Twitter. My name be Jonny Loquasto. That man right there. See him every single week on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood as the first progenitor of hyper-optimism. Find him on Twitter at Ty Matthews PMA because he's Ty Matthews.
So fantastic to be here, Johnny, for the go home. Snuck right up on us. And we are heading to Texas.
Yes, we is. Are you going to Texas?
I am.
I didn't know you were going to. Are you going to?
We've literally been talking about this whole time.
I didn't know you were going.
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing. I get to see you in Texas, too.
Yes, I will be at NXT, I'll be at Hall of Fame, I'll be at Mania, and I'll be at Raw. So come hit me up.
Outstanding. The lovely lady right there. Do you see a hint of red in her hair? Well, it's going to get even redder as the week goes on. Very funny actress and improviser. Find her on Twitter at Markeia McCarty because she's Markeia McCarty.
Hey, I tell you one thing, and you just broadcast it to everybody.
I'm excited for it.
Now I'm going to have to go red.
I know. I'm putting that pressure on.
Right?
Gotta get that all red everything on Raw.
Oh, Lord.
Get it.
Ooh.
Yeah, we
It's
sure
not going
did.
to be Eva Marie red, just saying. It's not like that. It's
Red.
going to be like a little
red
bit
ass red.
Oh my
Right.
God.
Whew.
You don't want to get that much
Damn.
heat.
No.
You don't need that kind of Eva Marie heat.
No, no
thanks.
one needs that kind of heat.
People booing you when you show up places, you don't want that. Nah.
I'll be over here like trying to hold up Ty's hand. He's like, no.
No.
I
I got dye in my hands now. It's too red. It's too red.
Like, oof.
Not into it. All right, y'all. Here we go. WrestleMania 32 go home show. We have, a lot went down tonight, and it was a little combustible at times. The question is, right off the bat, the buildup. That's been the big thing. Now, last week we kind of looked at a little bit on WrestleMania compared to last year, and to be honest, you were right. There's more build-up for a lot of matches than there was at last year's WrestleMania. And last year's WrestleMania ended up being a phenomenal show.
Oh my God, it was so
Sure.
good.
So the question is, how do you feel overall? Obviously, Brooklyn made it their intentions known tonight.
This was an interesting crowd. I liked it.
I liked it a lot. They
Yeah.
don't play. They
You
don't
know?
sugarcoat.
No.
It's like, no, they don't blow smoke.
No.
They're like, this is how we feel.
Soapbox Mark on the ones and twos. Brooklyn don't play. You know this.
Solid Brooklyn Zoo from Jonny Loquasto.
Hey, don't act like I don't know my hip-hop from the 90s. Come on now.
Love it.
I love
fun.
y'all.
So-
Hell of a crowd, that Brooklyn. They can turn the tide at any given moment, and
yeah.
they definitely did tonight.
Yes, they rode a wave of many different types of booze.
Right?
It's pretty much what they did.
And you could spell booze however you want.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true. Yeah, the way that they turned on Roman at the very, very
They
end.
didn't turn. They were booing him all night.
That's a good
Yeah.
point. That's a good point. That there wasn't much of a turn as much as they was just a steady stream of
Yeah.
hatred over the course of the
was
3
like
I think
Uh,
my favorite was when they just started chanting CM Punk. I think
did?
that was like my absolute favorite.
I wish
They
people
started
would
chanting Byron Saxton.
Sure.
It's like
Yeah.
just because.
Hey, I'm okay with a Byron Saxton chant. Lay off on the Punk chant.
Love Byron Saxton.
Come on, wrestling fans. Be more creative than that.
It was just like there's a match going on.
Yeah.
Here, let's talk about the commentators.
Right?
I mean, hey. If people want to start chanting commentators' names, I'm okay with it.
Of course, Jim.
Now, babe.
Down for that.
So, Ty Matthews, we start off Raw with someone coming to the ring.
The Big Show.
No!
I'm like, that wasn't right.
Huge match.
Oh, The Undertaker.
That's right. The Big Show. Yeah, Big Show's going to start off Raw.
I'm so used to
for WrestleMania.
I'm so used
Really?
to
You're confusing your cues.
Oh,
it's
for
like
God's
Pavlov's
sake.
dog.
That's what it is.
They're all
Oh,
the
you
same.
should
That's
know.
what it is. The Big Show is, I feel like that's more common, but you're right.
Edge.
Edge?
Wait, where's
Okay.
the Undertaker music? Marv?
You're right. The Undertaker.
We should go right to the live read. Undertaker says, this WrestleMania will not be my last. The blood of Vince's son will be on his hands, but the blood of Vince will be on mine. WrestleMania is my yard. Hell in a Cell is my house. Shane will rest in peace. But here comes the money, y'all. Shane hits the ring. He says, I'm wrestling to win. You're wrestling not to lose. I'm the instrument of change that's long been needed in the WWE. And then he questions Undertaker's legacy, to which Taker says, shut your mouth, cuss word, and don't talk about my legacy.
Well, he says rich boy.
I thought he said another word.
He said rich boy.
I thought he said B-boy.
No, he
Oh.
said rich boy.
Got it.
I mean, he said B later on
Yeah,
in the
he
promo.
did. Okay.
But he said
Yeah.
rich boy.
Oh. I thought I heard the other word.
I think you wanted to hear it.
He wanted to.
And he said,
Yeah.
shut your mouth, rich boy.
There you go.
Don't talk about my legacy. And Shane said, 2 years ago, your legacy died. And then Taker calls him his daddy's B. They fight it out. Taker beats him up for a little bit. Shane fights back, gets him in the head with a monitor.
Oof.
And then the flying classic elbow off the very, very tippy top rope onto the announcer's table. By God.
And from the far corner, not even from the corner that he was closer to.
That was elite. That's the kind of thing I thought we'd see at Mania, but then again, we have Hell in a Cell.
Right, exactly. That's what I was thinking. If they're doing this on the Go Home Raw, how the hell are they going to top it at Mania?
Yeah, well, it's just like it's kind of a trailer that gives you most of the movie, but you're still
sure.
gonna go see the movie.
But that's
Yeah.
what's different with wrestling build-ups is that if they do it, the parallel here would be if they did it in the trailer, then they can't do it in the movie. And if we're to believe wrestling build-ups, if they've already given it away for free on Raw, why are they going to do it again at the pay-per-view?
No, they're gonna do it again because when you go see that movie, you're looking forward to that scene.
That's not how
so you
wrestling
want to
builds
see
work.
it again. I want to see it again. It has to happen again.
They're gonna up the ante at Mania.
Do you
Yeah.
think he's going to leap off? Well, no, you can't, because how would Undertaker get on the announcer's table from the Hell in a Cell? That wouldn't happen because he'd technically win the match.
Who knows?
man.
Unless it starts off outside the Hell in a Cell. Taker gets on the announcer's table, Shane climbs and does the elbow off. Oh, boy.
Could be.
Maybe then they have a hole in the center.
Whoa.
Right. Maybe shades of remember Valentine's Day Massacre when Vince fell off the cage through the table, off kind
Yeah.
of like the middle of the cage wall.
Yikes.
Yeah, but that
knows?
wasn't the chain link though.
No,
That was that bar steel.
that was the old OG cage.
All of it's just horrific.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
I can't wait to see it.
It's gonna be real rough.
It's gonna be really bad. Really bad. Undertaker was he was cut. He was cut.
He was.
Have you guys seen his
Whoa.
training videos?
Shane's?
Taker's.
No.
No.
Where he's doing like deadlifts and box jumps.
Is he lifting
Really?
graves and like...
It's
40 inch
nuts.
vertical leap.
40-inch vert.
Shut up. Right
On
now?
The Undertaker.
He's got a replaced hip.
I know,
Wow.
And he's using it.
right?
Yeah, they had the technology. They rebuilt him.
You know, trust me, I've had many patients with replacement. None of them are jumping 40 inches afterward.
You know, especially at that age.
tell you that.
Absolutely.
Okay, well maybe this won't be as one-sided as I was
Do
thinking.
you
It's
guys,
gonna be crazy.
Do you guys think this will be the final match at WrestleMania?
Man.
Doesn't seem like it the way Raw ended.
I don't know the way the buildup is. I mean, this is big. This
Right.
is big.
Right.
But it's like
I'm thinking so. I'm thinking it's going to be.
But Raw ended
Big.
all about the title.
Sure, which tells me that it could mean that the other program is going to be what ends the pay-per-view. It's not necessarily one-to-one what ends Raw is going to end Mania. They could be ending it at Raw because they're going to end with the other match at Mania.
What do you think, Markeia?
well, I think it's pretty big to have the company change hands and ownership. That's pretty big, but it's also something that was just kind of established kind of late in this whole buildup, while the title thing it's been going strong. So I think it's going to end with the title.
If it does, I think something crazy has to happen. Look, I'm not saying that they have to go off of what one crowd does.
But this certainly isn't an isolated incident.
No, it's not. It's just Brooklyn is amplified how so many... And I get it. I have all the respect in the world for Roman Reigns. He said in an interview this week, I don't wrestle for the 30-year-old men. I wrestle for the families. We're a PG product. He's like, they're the ones I focus on. And hey, more power to them. But at the same time, those adult fans let their voice be known tonight in Brooklyn. And like you said, they're kind of a microcosm of how a lot of people feel.
Sure.
And if they want to have WrestleMania 32 go off the air with Roman Reigns as you know, the babyface champion, they have to be prepared for the onslaught
Riot.
of
And that's why,
fans.
that's why I feel like it might end with Hell in a Cell, because if you look at Triple H versus Roman Reigns, either way they end it, it's gonna be a weird ending. If it's Triple H, the evil authority figure holding the title up high, and everyone cheering him, everyone in Texas cheering him, that's gonna be weird to go off the air. If Roman Reigns holds the title up high and everyone hates him,
Yep.
that's gonna be a weird way to go off the air. And I don't know if they can afford to take a chance on anything other than what's happening.
Plus, let us not forget, Shane does have control of Raw on the line. So we could very well end up with Shane having control of Raw with his champion as Triple H. That could possibly happen.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Very interesting.
That would be a really nice dynamic to, go into after WrestleMania, because that's a lot of button heads.
Sure.
Yes.
And you got to think it's not only control of Raw, but it's Undertaker's. It's not necessarily his career, but his WrestleMania career on the line.
Yeah. So it could end up that way. That way the Authority is still technically kind of around. Shane has control. I mean, I don't know. To me, it's going to be... This stipulation's so strange. I feel like somehow Shane has to end up with control of Raw.
Right.
Yeah. And then obviously he loses it probably around SummerSlam.
Yeah. Something weird's going to go down in both
It's
of
going to
those
be
matches,
weird,
I
yeah.
think. I would like to hope it. I want some surprises. I think a lot of people are not overwhelmed with the build-up. I think some surprises would be fantastic.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I could really
I think-
set things up for the next year.
I think it'd be exciting. Yeah.
Definitely will be. So Taker rises up eventually after the massive elbow off the announcer's table. Next thing you know, backstage, Jericho earlier in the night's talking smack to Ryder. We end up having Jericho versus Zack Ryder, but AJ comes down with the Y2 jackass chants and says, "I'm not leaving till I get what I want at WrestleMania." That's a match with Y2J. There you go. Oh man, hit that, hit them organs.
I dig this music.
Them church organs. She going to church, y'all.
I like it.
They don't want no.
Church.
All right, sorry. That's a good song.
Saying that.
It's a good song. This is a part of my workout. It's on my workout playlist. This song,
Get it.
Oh, okay.
good one.
I like it.
No doubt. So Jericho all over Zack Ryder early on, sets him up for the walls of Jericho, but Y2 Jackass chant starts again. Ryder gets a roll up eventually for the win. So Ryder gets a win and then immediately gets a code breaker for his efforts. What do you think about this though? I mean, Ryder's had a good couple of days. He's standing tall on SmackDown,
Right.
gets a W, and now Jericho does accept the match at WrestleMania, so it's going to be Jericho versus AJ.
Right.
So, not like it matters that Zack Ryder won. I guess it only...
I mean, I get it. I get that they want to do at least solidify a little bit further that Zack is a credible threat to the IC title, while at the same time sowing the seeds for Jericho finally accepting AJ's challenge. I guess the only thing that could potentially be called into question is maybe the consistency of Jericho's character, in that, I don't know, even if he did lose to Ryder, it seems like it was just too easy that he just gave AJ what he wanted after having took such a principled stance earlier on not giving him what he wanted.
Well, I don't know, because ego and pride is that sin that just keeps on giving.
Sure,
so
but
you can just like keep on twisting it around.
This was the exact same thing that AJ Styles did last week. There was really no elevation to that except for the fact that it led to that roll up. So, I mean, that's the only thing. I think other than that, I'm digging the build up to this. I'm glad that the match is officially happening.
It's gonna be good.
It's going to be real good.
Jericho calls him a rookie and says Sunday's going to be the worst day of your life as he leaves the ring. And I think these two are going to pull out all the stops. Classic wrestling match.
Sure, and nothing's
need
better
it.
than heel Jericho. Heel Jericho is just like the classic, going back to the conspiracy theorist of WCW. I mean, all of his most classic moments.
He's done some of that throughout the run of WWE too.
Oh, sure. No,
just-
absolutely. But I mean, where the purists really initially fell in love with him is when he's listing off all of his 1004 moves,
Yeah.
and when he's being followed around by Ralphus, and when he's on the steps of Capitol Hill complaining about being the victim of conspiracies.
True.
Yeah, the potted plant. Love that.
Well, hey, here's the deal. We got a great match between them. We got Jericho, we got AJ Styles. We're looking forward to it, and there's a good chance they're going to steal whatever part of the show they're on. And cranky ass heel Jericho is fun to watch.
Great.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is, we don't have a ton of time. We're going to basically like kind of summarize everything that we think is important when it comes to WrestleMania that happened tonight. Next thing, Becky Lynch and Charlotte. Charlotte ends up getting the win with the natural selection. Once again, due to Ric Flair's interference, grabs Becky's leg as she runs back in the ring. So we got Becky, Charlotte, Sasha this Sunday. Another match that, to me, this is near the top for matches I'm excited for.
Sure.
I
Yeah.
hope they get plenty of time.
I think they will.
They need to. They need to with this match.
I think they will.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Hope
this
so.
and there's the other female tag team like extravaganza with
Right.
everybody's
right.
there.
And that
Yeah.
match, I don't think will get much time.
No.
But this one, I think for
No.
sure.
It's like this one.
It better.
They need to be able to go at it. For a
Yeah,
while.
I'm thinking 12
They really
to
do.
15.
They're on the marquee on the side of the stadium, for gosh sake.
They
Oh, that's
should
right.
be.
Oh,
That's right.
There we go. Then.
Well, it's one of the matches that
Yes.
has the most build-up. Are you telling me that people are not more excited to see that than Ryback and Kalisto, or
Sure.
even the tag team title match, or
And especially in Texas, they love their strong women there.
yeah, of course, Jacqueline's going to the Hall of Fame.
Sure, and traditionally speaking, the highest build women's match is usually, I mean, like, and it's a bad term to use, but kind of the palate cleanser between the main events. And so I think it'll be high on the card, and I think it'll have a decent amount of time because of that.
You know what they really should have done, other than put Jacqueline instead of Eva Marie in the Divas match? What about Jacqueline? Why couldn't she be special guest referee of this match?
Ooh.
I mean, I don't think she has to be. She
doesn't have to be.
She doesn't have to
It'd
be
be cool.
involved in the card.
It'd be cool.
That'd be
It's
pretty
cool that she's going into the Hall of Fame. That's the cool thing.
No, you're right. I got you. I'm just saying.
But still, good idea.
Yeah.
I would back that.
Because then you have a ref that can hold off Ric Flair.
There you go.
See,
Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Like a little face-off between the two of them.
Big ol' slap to the face.
that's right. This match is going to be so good, and I think it's got a chance to be, without a doubt, one of the most talked about, one of the most enjoyed matches of WrestleMania. So, ladies, bring it. Let's do this. Renee Young backstage with Vince. Vince just said, yeah, I'm not surprised by the physicality. Shane made The Undertaker mad, and that's the Undertaker that I want. Shane comes in and says, I'm going to take up my 40 years of pent-up aggression and let it all loose. You stole this company from your father, and this Sunday I'm taking it from you. Not a whole lot to say there, just it happened.
Yeah, just facts.
Next thing, we have the Social Outcasts. They're sitting on the apron. Happy birthday to the Laker heading. We miss you. And then the music of
The Big Show.
hits along with Kane. And their whatever match it was supposed to be lasts about 17 seconds. Huge.
I believe it was supposed to be Kane and Big Show versus Axel and Dallas
I think so.
for about 30
Maybe,
seconds.
Maybe.
Yeah.
A big old Donnybrook breaks out. Everyone that's going to be in the Battle Royal. Sandow appearance.
Yeah.
Swagger. Fandango.
Breeze,
Tyler Breeze
A whole bunch of them.
wearing
And,
his fancy pants.
of course.
everyone gets tossed out, ends up with a quadruple choke slam to those Social Outcasts. So I guess that's everyone that's in the Battle Royal. Maybe no surprises. I don't know.
I guess so. I like the double choke slam that was on Mark Henry.
Oh yeah,
Like that was nice.
absolutely.
Yes, it would take 2 men.
So yeah, the Battle Royal. That's not the pre-show match is going to be Usos and Dudleys, right?
There are 4 pre-show matches.
Yes. Are there 4?
Excuse me.
The last thing that I heard that there were 4
I
pre-show
thought there were
matches.
2.
There's
What are
the Dudleys and Usos, the Battle Royal, the United States Championship match,
Really?
and
That's a pre-show?
That makes no
and
sense.
there was another one that I forget. I'll double check.
Interesting.
Stand by.
Wait a
That was
minute
a
though. If
pre-show?
WrestleMania begins at 7 p.m. Eastern, WrestleMania is generally an almost 4-hour show.
Think of how long those matches are going to be.
Right? Yeah.
There aren't that many other matches.
There are 11 matches.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
We should have printed
Yeah.
this off and had this in
No.
front of us.
Really
Mark, like put
are.
it up on the screen. There he goes. Like everything.
So we have Team Total Divas versus Team Bad and Blonde, now official for the pre-show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Usos versus Dudleys under the Giant Battle Royal. I guess it hasn't been confirmed about the United States Championship yet. But
Okay.
Okay.
that's something that I've heard recently.
Ryback and Kalisto? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
happening. That's happening. Yeah.
No, but
No,
as a
for the
pre-show
pre-show.
match.
As a pre-show.
Oh,
as
okay,
opposed to-
okay. And there's 11 matches total, Mark?
Oh, was I looking that up too? Okay.
Read
Here's
our
the
minds,
thing, though.
Mark.
The pre-show is generally an hour, right? I have a hard
Well,
time.
for Mania,
For WrestleMania, it's 2 hours.
It's 2, yeah.
So 4 matches are going to happen before 7 p.m. Eastern?
Yeah, sure, why not?
That's wow.
What, do you want to fight about it?
That's no. I'm just flabbergasted by that.
Okay, so we've got are the Divas listed here? Okay, so the Divas match, Under the Giant Battle Royal, Usos, the 7-man ladder match, the 4-on-3 handicap match, Divas Championship match, Ambrose Lesnar, AJ Jericho, Kalisto Ryback, Triple H Roman Reigns, Shane McMahon Undertaker. That's 11.
Get
Wait,
it.
What is
Wait,
the
what
4
was the
on
4 on 3?
Yeah.
The 4-on-3 New Day,
League of Nations for the tag titles.
For-
For the tag team titles.
not for the tag team
Is it going to be
titles.
Freebird?
No.
Wait,
They
what?
they revoked that last week.
Oh, say what?
Now, as of right now, it's just a 4-on-3 handicap match.
Okay, well then we know who's gonna win then.
What?
Do we?
Is it Freebird
Yes.
rules then, or something?
No, there's no
It's
title
just
on the
4-on-3.
line. It's just 4 on. It's just
Yeah.
a 4-on-3.
Why isn't that pre-show in the USA Championship?
I
then?
don't know.
I mean, not hating on New Day, but if there's no title on the
Why
line.
is the title not on the line? It's WrestleMania.
Because there's 4 and 3 of them, Johnny. It's weird.
That's not a good answer.
No, it's not. I'm being stupid.
Okay.
Love you, Johnny.
No, I Feelings mutual. But I...
Yes.
What? How are the titles not on the...
They were before, and now they're not.
Yeah.
It's WrestleMania. Anything
Maybe
can
the-
happen, guys.
Yeah.
What happens in Dallas stays in Dallas.
I mean, maybe some things have to
That's
happen.
not a thing.
Some
That's a
things
thing.
have to
That's
happen
not
on
a thing.
SmackDown, so perhaps we can get a couple changes made. But I mean, how are
Let's
people...
start a petition.
People are... How invested are people going to be if the titles aren't on the line in that match?
About as invested as they'd be if they were.
Yeah. I mean, it's a 4-on-3, so I guess that brings something to it.
Yeah.
But
People in chat room are
That might
saying
be a
it's a
bathroom break.
non-title 4-on-3.
it's almost a bathroom break.
Okay then.
Welp.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, maybe there's going to
Maybe
be
that's
some...
the palate cleanser instead of the women's match.
Yeah.
so people really got to be watching the pre-show. I'm gonna have to be in. We're gonna have to be in our seats early,
I know.
like way before
This,
7.
and
think
this
y'all
is
be
how
able
the
to do
pre-show
that?
should always be.
Okay. I enjoy one match on the pre-show. It's cool.
But this is WrestleMania.
Okay. Don't yell at me.
This is big.
Got it. So WrestleMania is going to begin at 5 p.m. for us in Texas, and so essentially
3 o'clock
4
here.
p.m. Yeah.
No, wait. No, I'm going from East Coast.
No, the pre-show
Oh.
is going to begin at 2 p.m. out here.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, 5 for...
WrestleMania
WrestleMania has a special start time of 4 p.m. Eastern.
Right. So this
Okay.
2-hour pre-show. That means 2 p.m. West Coast. Because it starts at 4 p.m.
Ty, do you want to say something?
Better
You
be
look
ready.
like you
No,
wanna say
he's just
something.
having a
This
good
is
old
just
time
very
over there.
important parsing out these time zones.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I know. This is a great use of our time. This is-
We're
this is
gonna
fantastic.
have a confusion over what time zone we're all in.
He messed up all the cues.
I'm pretty sure
He
we got
messed
a
up
live
all
read
the
to get to, Johnny.
We
I'm
do have a
sure
live
we
read to
do.
get to, and let's do that
Let's do
before.
our palette.
Yeah. Here we go, guys. While we're talking about WrestleMania, why not talk about golf?
Sure.
Nice.
You're just being
That's-
very encouraging.
No, I like
That's a
that. I
great
love that
segue.
segue.
That's a great segue.
Well, guys, guess what? Golf's first major is right around the corner, and you can play 1 week fantasy golf for free at where? DraftKings.com. Just pick 6 golfers before they tee off. Stay under the Can you pick Happy Gilmore? I don't know. Stay under the salary cap. Rack up points for streaks, per hole performance, tournament finishes, and more. You got to outscore the competition. You can win big, baby, with every tournament. Whether you live or breathe golf, or you're just ready to try a new fantasy sport, or maybe you're just addicted to gambling, DraftKings brings the excitement of the game to a whole new level with every monster drive and made putt, bringing you closer to victory. You can just be right, doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it. And DraftKings is more than just fantasy golf. Choose from a variety of sports to showcase your winning skills. Millions of fans already discovered DraftKings. Now it's your turn. This isn't fantasy as usual. It's DraftKings. So here's the deal, guys. Use the promo code BUZZ, B-U-Z-Z, to play for free. That's promo code BUZZ to play for free now, only at DraftKings.com. DraftKings.com. That's DraftKings.com. Holla, holla, holla.
Nicely done.
Okay, so anyways, Triple H hits the ring. And he says, well, actually, Stephanie says, bow down to your king. He said, this Sunday it's all about the title and fulfilling dreams, which none of you can do, Brooklynites. You can't fulfill your dreams.
Yeah.
This
Great
Sunday,
manager.
this Sunday he's walking the aisle for the 20th time at WrestleMania. He's obsessed about being a champion, and that's why he's the greatest ever. And Roman Reigns comes down. He says, my obsession, actually he says Roman Reigns, my obsession means the end of your dream. They come down, they fight it out, clears the ring of Triple H. Next thing you know, backstage, him and Steph are talking, saying, I want this done. What is it? Who knows? Cool little fight, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love that, was it My Obsession's Gonna Stop? What was it?
That was great. My
Yeah.
obsession will end your dream.
It's like a Calvin
Nice.
Klein ad.
Ooh, I like it.
Obsession. Obsession by Mark Danica.
It's still I'm still not used to Roman coming down the ramp.
Yeah.
It's weird, but I like it. You know, I'm digging the build up to this, even
Yeah.
if the crowd isn't necessarily on Roman's side.
Dude, Roman
Yeah.
and Triple H are doing everything in their power to make this awesome. They really
Yes.
Putting the butts in the seats.
They've gone down the checklist. They're phoning nothing in. Everything is hitting. Well, should be hitting.
including each other.
Yeah, and I really like that face slam on the belt.
Oh,
backstage. I thought that was great. That was inspired.
Yeah.
I hope that was something that was just like, you know what, this box is here. Come here.
Get over here.
There you go.
Yeah. So I mean, they're doing everything right.
Mm-hmm.
They are. It's just I don't know. Sometimes people are just not on board.
Oh, yeah. That was clear tonight.
Yeah.
New Day. We are the champs, and the official cereal for Mania is Booty-O's. And then, of course, I like Big E giving a shout-out to Fife Dog, the late Fife Dog from Trial Called Quest. Kofi Kingston versus ADR. Really solid match. A lot
Super
of good
good.
Stuff here. Yeah, super good. Kofi hitting the SOS, then a backstabber from ADR. The double stomp from Kofi was something I hadn't seen.
That was great. That was
Really
like
good.
from standing, right? And
Yeah.
he just kind of leapfrogged up and basically did ADR same thing back to him.
Yeah, it was good
Like
stuff.
on the corner. I
Absolutely.
loved it.
And the New Day were like nuclear over tonight. Like this was
Yeah.
the most over they've been in a long time that
Everything
I've seen.
hit.
You know?
Brooklyn loves some Booty-O's.
Get it.
Yeah,
Love
they
it.
do.
They had the posters. They had the
shirts.
T-shirts.
It really got to the point where you got the sense that Big E was kind of this generation's road dog in at least as much as that crowd was saying every single word of that intro along with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who? Who?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Now, there is no
Disgusting.
such thing. Now, do they sell the Booty-O's boxes, or is that
Yeah.
just a gimmick?
The
No,
shirt
yeah.
comes in the box.
The shirt comes in the box.
Oh, well, that's cute. That's
It's
It's pretty
unicorn
genius.
cute.
It's pretty genius.
Wow, I bet that costs a pretty penny.
Booty-O's on fleek.
I don't know. They probably found a way to do it on the cheap, and I mean they knew. I heard it was selling out like that, just like the horns.
The shirts are super clever, man. They're funny.
Yeah.
And who doesn't love fluorescent?
Yeah, and people love those boxes.
And who doesn't love the word booty?
I mean, really.
Yeah. Booty-O's.
Those guys, man. ADR goes for the cross arm breaker, but a reversal and a roll up by Kofi for the win. Fantastic match. And then, of all people, we get the coach.
I was so excited about this.
Love Coachman.
Love the coach.
Love Coachman. Not only has I'm sure he's been a very integral part of getting WWE involved with SportsCenter and ESPN, but he was phenomenal back in the day. Even when he was a heel, he was hilarious.
He was one of the best heels that they had. People forget about that.
He was so pompous, and what I love about Coach is he never took himself seriously. He was willing to be the butt of any joke possible. Just see anything he did with The Rock.
Right. Oh, there's a clip. There's a clip from, I think it's from an old Raw where it gets misted by Tajiri, and it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in wrestling.
Yeah.
His selling of that mist is so incredible.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
He's absolutely amazing. He said, well, he basically comes to make the announcement. SportsCenter will be at WrestleMania, which is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, wow. And he said, this Sunday, it's going to happen, and he also loves his Booty-O's cereal.
And make sure you ain't booty.
That's right.
Love
Yeah.
This is amazing, because
Did a
really,
little booty dance.
a couple of years ago, for many, many years, you would never, ever fathom ESPN being involved with pro wrestling. I mean, there are still radio hosts, nationally syndicated radio hosts to this day. One of my favorites, Colin Cowherd, love the guy. Trashes pro wrestling at every opportunity he can. Just calls every wrestling fan a bunch of booger eaters and a bunch of nerds, even though he's a skinny wad.
So specific.
And I love Colin. He's the
That's
best.
really funny.
In my opinion,
So
the best
specific.
sports radio host there is. I love him. But he picks on pro wrestling every chance he can. Maybe that's why he's at Fox Sports now. I don't know.
Booger eaters.
As jerkish as that is, I can't hate on calling people booger eaters.
No,
that's pretty hilarious.
He's very funny.
God.
He's very funny, and I love him.
Where's that come from?
He's entitled to his opinion, but he needs to realize that he's makes such a general assumption. But that's his job.
It's
for sound
it's
bites.
the same stuff that people have been saying about wrestling fans for 30, 40 years. It's all of the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Even though pro wrestling has become so mainstream, there people that say that are never going to stop.
Yeah. And actually, Mr. Melancholy is saying SportsCenter gets a lot of heat for over their Twitter posts about WWE. Well,
Oh, I'm sure.
whatever though.
You got to think the sports purists are out there that have those exact same opinions.
But here's what
are not
bothers
happy.
me. The athletes that are in pro wrestling are just as good, if not better, than any pro athletes that are covered
Oh, sure.
by SportsCenter. So just respect. Is
Right.
it scripted? Yeah. But is the athleticism real and the injuries
Yes.
real? Yeah.
Yes.
So I can't. I'm so dumbfounded by closed-minded people that just don't they don't want to look outside the box at all and at least recognize the greatness of what's happening.
Yeah,
Sure.
just because they
Drives me
turned up the
crazy.
volume on the entertainment doesn't take away from the athleticism.
That's perfectly
You know?
stated. Absolutely.
And it amazes me too because you have people like Coachman or like Robert Flores who are massive pro wrestling fans. Then you have other people in the sports world that just completely shut it off.
Right. Well, even Ariel Helwani is a huge wrestling fan.
Absolutely. And look how many people in the fighting sports are. For God's sake, all Ronda Rousey's crew is obsessed with it.
Chael Sonnen, one of the best promos in MMA.
Oh, the one he called on Silva?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I stood next to him in Phoenix a week and a half ago.
Chael Sonnen's great.
And it was just scary to stand next to him.
Right?
I moved quick. I wanted to cut a promo with it, but I was like, nah.
Right.
Walking away right quick.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was great to see, and it's pretty cool that Sports Center is going to be there as well, and Coachman, so good stuff there. Also great stuff. The Warrior Award this year is going to Joan London, and she's been a wonderful host for many years, also battled breast cancer, and she's been a really good spokesperson for the fight against breast cancer, so congratulations to her. Renee with Roman Reigns. Bubba Ray starts flexing. Roman walks over to him. He gets attacked by both Dudleys. He fights back. Then Triple H gets him from behind.
It's a drop.
And like you said, Markeia, slams his head on that title. Dream is over.
That was great. That was really well done. You know, and I think it's really funny that the Dudley boys are the ones that came out and did that. Like, Reigns won't see them in the parking lot.
Right.
Like, are you kidding?
Exactly.
Well, yeah, they're wearing camouflage.
He's like, we both valet. We both valet, Bubba. You gotta wait for your car.
But they kind of blend in with something that's red and white.
Yeah, it worked perfectly. They got the drop on him. It was perfect.
They got him. Got him.
And actually, great point here by Brad Barty. ESPN back in the day used to air pro wrestling all the time. AWA. I remember as a kid, I used to watch World Class Championship Wrestling every day at 4 p.m. It was dope because
Sure.
it was before my time.
Right.
So I love that.
Yeah.
So typing back, good job, man.
Get it.
Boom. All right, perfect. Moving on. So yes, Kalisto versus Connor from the Ascension. Okay, Kalisto wins. Ryback faces off with him and says he's hungry. So there you go.
I like that visual. I actually really, really dug just a straight up simple visual of them standing, I guess, face to face, euphemistically speaking.
Are like face to chest nipples.
Right, exactly, yeah. But it was good. I'm actually really even just that one visual made me really excited for this match.
I think it's going to be a good match, and I love what Ryback's been doing the past month. And I actually think what he said to, I don't know if it was, I think he said it to Kalisto on SmackDown. It was phenomenal. Like, we're getting the Ryback that's not reading off a prompter or a cue card. We're getting the Ryback that's just not afraid to be himself and be the big guy.
Sure.
And that's the Ryback that needs to be there.
Yeah. No, it's great. It's entertaining. You can feel it's organic. You know, I like what they're doing with him and Kalisto, but I still am not looking forward to the matchup between him and Kalisto.
No?
Well,
I think it would be decent.
For the simple reason that Ryback's just gonna, sit on his head. That's just how it's gonna end. He's gonna step on him, and then Kalisto will be no more.
That's not how it's going to go at all. This is Mania.
He's gonna fly through the air, and then the one time in his life, Ryback's gonna do a high kick, and then Kalisto's head will fly off.
Some of the best matches in Mania's history have been Rey Mysterio versus giant opponents.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
And hey,
This is gonna be
Ryback,
Yeah,
amazing.
that's true.
Ryback can do a frog splash.
That he can.
He's done
That
it.
he can.
He's done it.
Right.
I think it's going to be incredibly entertaining, that match, for sure. And I think Ryback is ready to handle a match like this.
And I like the depth that we're kind of getting with this new Ryback. The fact that it's a little bit more fleshed out. He's not just some bully that's pushing people around.
No, he's giving compliments,
He
but he's
said,
like,
he's like, look, I respect you, but this is how it is. And so it's shades of gray, you know?
I
So
mean,
it's interesting.
I'm gonna watch it. My eyes will be glued to the screen, but I already know who's gonna win with that one.
It'll be good stuff. But what's really interesting is I feel like Kalisto already got what should have been his Mania moment at TLC.
Yeah.
You know? So, I don't know. I mean, certainly they're not going to top that since he's not in the ladder match, but it's a shame that it happened then rather than on the biggest stage of them all.
Very true.
I do like that he's been the USA champion this entire time. I remember back when ADR got it right back. We're like,
Right.
oh, come on.
Right.
You can let this go. Let him develop. Let him, fill out that band.
Right, right.
And they've done that, so I do like that.
They have. Moving on, we got Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar in the ring. He's the advocate for the biggest beast on the planet. He says, I'll give Ambrose credit. He's smarter than what most people think he is. And I guess he wasn't supposed to use the word weapon. He's like, it's called a weapon. All these weapons. I don't know.
Right.
I guess he was told not to say weapon. I don't know. Then he says, Dr. Brock Lesnar takes those weapons and will perform a colonoscopy on Dean Ambrose.
It's very graphic.
Which, I mean, colonoscopy is a good thing to do once you're a certain age.
but not by
which
a
Dean
giant
Ambrose is not
MMA
that old
fighter.
yet.
And not with a kendo stick.
Well, point taken. And I love this. I love this part. Ambrose, this is the craziness we want to see, not the cartoonish crazy. He comes down with a little red wagon and just goes shopping under the ring and just piles his, it doesn't even make eye contact and just bounces. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And that's entertaining. Just leaves without saying a word with his wagon.
He took the stairs.
He rocks that. He just pulls that radio
metal
flyer.
Stairs.
Exactly.
Take the stairs with him. Why not?
It's like, this is a weapon. I'll
Sure.
take this. Like, oh my God.
We're just going to be looking out for that chainsaw, though.
Loved it. Just pulling the little radio flyer back. Just gets what he needs.
Think he's going to take that wagon all the way to WrestleMania?
I think he should.
Oh, yes.
Here's my question, though. Shouldn't he have already had Barbie and Chainsaw Charlie on him?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a little weird. That was under the ring.
Well, maybe he was planning on coming out, but,
Right.
Yeah, but it was like, no, I'll just take my stuff and, I'll see him on Sunday.
Sure.
No doubt. That was entertaining, though. Next, okay, so here's the deal. We're going to have, we did have a match, but more importantly, we now have Team Total Divas versus Team Bad and Blonde. Very happy to see Emma. We've already said this. She really reinvented herself in NXT, and she showed everyone that she has multiple sides. Can she play the adorable geek? Hell yeah, she can.
Yeah.
Can she play the super hot chick that won't talk to you in the club, that's better than you and could also kick your ass? Hell yeah, she can.
Right. That's a good way to put it. I like
Okay.
it.
Seriously, like what a switch. Like now she comes to ring, I'm like, damn, this girl's intimidating.
Right? The glasses, the gloves.
I like how they changed up the music to fit her now.
Fantastic.
Like, that was such a great
Yeah.
touch.
The NXT crowd interacts with that version of the music so amazingly. Because it's been, I think, maybe even close to a year since she kind of turned full heel and started using this version.
Yep.
And the way that they kind of interact with it, the way she points at her own face, I like it.
And she's fantastic and
Yeah.
had a solid match. Had a beautiful double kick. There was eventually a distraction and a big kick from Lana. And then Emma gets the win. Big ass melee breaks out. The question is, who's the fifth member of Total Divas? I was hoping Jacqueline. That'd be cool. Yes, she's not on the show. I get it. But who comes to save the day? Eva Marie. Oh God, Mark.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yes,
He
Mark.
was waiting.
Yes.
He was waiting the entire show.
All red, everything.
You should have known that was coming. You really should have. We walked right into
He
it.
really was. Oh God.
Oh, so good.
Yas, queen, yas.
Yes, queen.
Slay queen, yas.
Yes, queen.
I don't even know what that means.
Oh, no,
Oh,
Johnny.
fun dad.
I'm fun dadding right
Fun
now.
dad.
What does that mean? Is that a
Yes. Queen.
It's YASKWEEN.
what? Why?
Slay.
We'll get into it off
From
mic.
who? Is it like a?
Well, it was popularized by Broad City.
Okay.
There's so much more to
Yeah.
it. We'll get into it.
It's,
But
it's affirmation. It's like,
Yeah.
you go, girl, but
I got
to
it.
the nth power.
there you go. That's a very good way of putting it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay then. Well, so Eva Marie's going to be part of Team Total Divas, but no one was exactly happy to see her on her team.
Right.
No one wanted to celebrate with her.
And I like it. That's how you use someone like Eva Marie. That's how you use someone that gets those kind of reactions. You use her to turn the crowd against her. You use her to turn her own partners against her. You know, the fact that she, of all people, was making a fired up save and running down the ramp is like this hysterical meta moment that's just like, it's a subversion of everything that you expected.
She was so damn happy.
Yeah, it's exactly how
Yeah.
you use someone like that.
She's like, we're doing this. We're team us.
Right, and of course, I think they knew right off the bat that Brooklyn would instantly start chanting, "You can't wrestle," the second her music hit, which they absolutely did.
Sure.
Yeah, I like it. I dig it.
She's improved. I mean, her and Nia Jax have had some moments at NXT, that's for sure.
And it's gotten to the point where she doesn't have to be great in the ring. That's become part of canon.
She has heat.
That's become part of the story.
Yeah.
She doesn't have to be this great technician anymore. She doesn't have to do these crappy versions of Sliced Bread number 2.
Yeah.
She can just be Eva Marie and let everyone hate her.
It's just odd, though, because Team Total Divas are supposed to be
It's Team Total Divas. She is Total Divas. She is. She was created by Total Divas.
That's the reason she's there. That's a good point.
There's nobody more quintessentially Total Divas than Eva Marie.
Oh my God.
And everyone else on that team hates her for it.
We've got Team Eva Marie over
I
here.
dig it. I dig
Yeah.
it.
And then Team Bad and Blonde, we got Lana, Summer Rae, Emma, Naomi, and Tamina. Yeah.
Yeah, glad to see Emma getting a Mania spot as kind of quick as that happened.
And Lana having a soft debut. She's not going to have to do too much.
And a nice kick.
Throwing that Rusev-esque kick.
That was
pretty cool.
That was pretty
and a
impressive.
mini skirt. I mean, everything's tight
Sure.
there, so it's like that's difficult to get that leg up there, but she
That's
did
impressive.
it just like
Well,
Barbie.
She's a pro dancer. I mean, she's athletic.
Also
Nice.
true. Also true.
So far, everything she's done in the ring has looked really good. And honestly, I'm excited to see this match. I'm looking forward to seeing what the kind of weird stuff happens.
What
Right.
kind of a match?
A tag team match.
You know it's the Mac Militant coming to get it on.
I had to get one clean one in there. Come on.
Oh, you're too good to us, Mark.
Yes.
There you go. You got
He understands.
it. You got it. He's learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's learning too fast.
He's learning fast. Yeah.
I'm like Doomsday. I'm just growing so fast.
That's what it is.
So that is going to be an interesting match for sure. And that means pretty much every female on the roster has a match at WrestleMania.
It's pretty nice.
Wait a minute though.
Wait, are we missing anybody?
What about? Oh, Natalia's in Total Divas. Forget
She
it.
is.
Yeah.
Okay. Goldust and R-Truth have some more shenanigans. Nothing else needs to be said. They're going to be in the Battle Royal.
Pretty dope snot joke.
I think it's.
I popped for that, not gonna lie.
It took me a second to figure that one out.
You did, sure did. I had to break it down for you.
Oh, he was just over there laughing.
Yep.
That was one of those, like, it was like an involuntary laugh. Like, God damn it, Truth.
Oh, it got me. Six-man tag, Ziggler, Zayn, and Sin Cara versus Miz, Owens, and Stardust. Ziggler with a bunch of super kicks. Zayn with a haluva kick on Owens for the win. This obviously setting up the seven-man ladder match for the IC title. Of course, Zack Ryder we saw earlier.
Right.
On
And
Raw.
I feel like this match was good, but I feel like it might have gone on a little too long. Because that crowd was so hot for the tease of Zayn and Owens getting in the ring. Then when they finally finished it, they kind of didn't care.
Yeah.
Maybe they were running short on. They were running long on time actually because it did seem a bit long.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I mean, it was, technically speaking, it was a great match. I loved it because it set up a reason for everyone to be gunning for Owens for the title, you know? The fact that he kept tagging out and kept kind of being a jerk to Miz and Stardust. But that very first tease of him and Zayn possibly getting in that ring together, that crowd was super on board, which gives me hope for them kind of being familiar with that continuity and the context of Zayn and Owens. Because that was one thing I was worried about, is that people wouldn't necessarily have the context and wouldn't be as hot as they maybe should be.
Yeah. I appreciated the frustrating the want, where it was like, no, I'm good. You go in.
Right,
Oh,
exactly.
they're chanting your name, Stardust. They're chanting you.
Yeah,
Not
right.
Kevin Owens. No.
Now, is that ladder match? That's not going to be in the pre-show, right? That's got to
No.
be.
No,
They'll
that's-
probably
that's-
open the show like last year.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
I feel like
that's-
it's copy and format. I mean, they could. It's their own show. They can copy the format.
No, that's good. Like right out the gate, you have that. I want to see more KO and Zayn.
Right,
Are you kidding
right.
me? That tornado DDT. I was
Absolutely.
like, what?
Yeah.
That haluva kick, oh my God, clobbered him.
The one-on-one match would have been awesome, but that ladder match is going to be.
It's coming. The
Respectable.
one-on-one's
Yeah.
definitely coming. I wish it could have happened at Mania, but I get why it doesn't, or why it can't.
Yeah, and let the other ones
Wait a
play.
minute.
Let's let people play.
What are the Wyatts doing at WrestleMania? They didn't come down for that battle royal.
I mean, I think they're going to be in the battle. That battle royal wasn't necessarily a comprehensive list of everyone that's going to be in it.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be in it.
It's kind of like a trailer for a movie, so you don't want to
Once
see
again.
everything. You don't want to
It's
see
true.
everything.
yeah,
true.
you mean
Yeah.
like they showed Doomsday.
Teaser.
Right. Especially, sadly, now that Luke Harper has joined the ever-growing list of injured
Did they
superstars.
say,
Man.
did they say how bad it was?
The only thing that I've read, and this is far from official, is someone on Reddit on Squared Circle ran into him at the gym and said that it was a torn ACL.
Oh no!
That he and that he could be out 4 to 6 months.
Oh
Damn.
no! If it's torn ACL, it's longer.
Oh, yeah.
It's 6 months minimum.
Okay.
Damn.
I was hoping it was just like a sprained ankle. I couldn't tell what it was.
Right. So, but like I said, that's far from official. So who
Okay.
knows?
Well, either way, maybe it'll be a bit of a surprise. And if anyone should win the battle royal, it should be Bray. For God's sake, win something. All right, finally close out the show. Triple H and Steph says once again the championship isn't going anywhere, and neither are we. Roman Reigns comes down. Another melee breaks out. The locker room empties. They can't keep each other apart. And then Roman with the massive splash over the top rope on top of everybody. Triple H and Steph escape as they close out Raw standing on the ramp.
And then
go to WrestleMania.
And then, of course, the crowd chanting "You still suck" at Roman Reigns.
Were they really?
Yeah, after that dive, they were chanting "You still suck."
You could hear that on TV?
Yo, yeah, very clear as day.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah,
That's so mean.
yeah,
Yeah. Well,
So-
they don't care.
yeah.
They don't care.
No.
They're going to be honest.
I'd imagine. Okay.
No.
I mean, that
The-
was a great dive.
It's a crowd full.
It was
a
phenomenal.
like we said, they're doing everything right.
It's a crowd full of honey
It's
badgers.
a crowd, exactly.
Honey Badger don't care.
Brooklyn crowd don't care.
Brooklyn crowd don't care.
Like, exactly. They're all just doing that all at once. Oh man,
It sucks because Triple H and Roman are really doing a great job.
I think they're killing it for sure.
Yeah.
I've been really digging what they've been doing.
Yeah.
It was a little weird to me that they were doing the exact same like promo interruption, like 1-to-1, exactly the same as before in the show.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess I get it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they're
Well,
dotting the I's, putting
yeah.
a little stick on the
Overall
Z's.
Yeah.
thoughts. What do you think maybe the best entrance will be, or what are you looking forward to most?
oh man,
Ooh.
that's a good question.
It's a
we
really
got
good
2
question.
to 3 minutes.
Okay. Mark, we might need that list up again.
You gotta go with Undertaker for best
Oh,
entrance.
Wait, with-
oh,
For
are
best
we
entrance.
No,
counting
with who?
Undertaker in this entrance thing?
With who?
Undertaker.
With who?
Oh, the Undertaker. Thank you.
No,
Thank you.
Well, obviously it's Undertaker. He always has the best entrance.
Right, exactly. I don't even
I
know
mean,
if any.
you'd have to take him out of this.
Yeah, I agree.
Actually, I think a possible contender could be Triple H. His entrances have been reaching Undertaker levels of epicness.
I think the Divas match. I'm sorry, not the Divas. Well, for the Divas title.
Oh, if they
solid.
each get theirs?
I think they'll be good ones.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh my God, I think
think that'd be
Sasha would
good
be pulled out like on a chariot with like
Snoop
guys
Dogg.
just-
What if
Shouldn't
AJ Styles
Snoop
gets a
Dogg.
choir?
What?
What?
That'd be great.
That'd be
What if
pretty
AJ
dope.
Styles gets a choir?
That'd be pretty dope.
Shouldn't Snoop bring Sasha to the ring? I mean, he's
That would be pretty
I would
awesome.
love
inducted.
that.
Then I mean, I don't know. Who knows?
It's
Man.
possible. It's
But
possible.
AJ's debut plus, oh my God, Takeover this week.
Yes.
Jesus, we don't even get us started.
No.
Great.
Talk about debuts.
Right.
good.
Austin
Sometimes I
Aries.
wish I was on the NXT team, Mark.
We're all a part of the NXT.
I never even got asked to do that show one time. Not even going to mention that on air.
Oh.
Anyways.
Yeah, don't mention that on air.
Don't-
That would be really unprofessional.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, don't mention it on the air.
That would totally suck if like both of you guys didn't get
with that
asked.
said,
Mark,
but-
I can't do it next week.
Thank you, Markeia.
I'm sorry, I can't do it next week now.
We'll talk more later.
Okay.
Before we go, Christian Rosenberg and a bunch of other funny people are doing an improv show in Dallas this week. DallasComedyHouse.com, Friday at 11 p.m. All ticket sales are donated to Pause for a Cause, really good charity for dogs. They're also going to be streaming NXT for people who don't get tickets for it. The show's going to have Sami Callihan, Dalton Castle, whole bunch of funny improvisers. So go to DallasComedyHouse.com to buy tickets Friday at 11 p.m. if you are going to Dallas. Otherwise, as far as a meetup, we don't exactly have a place because we still don't know what people at AfterBuzz are going to be at Access, when, that kind of a deal. So all I can tell you guys is stay close to Twitter and social media, and a bunch of us will probably just let you know where we're going to be.
Yeah, just keep an eye out for us.
Yeah, give us a high five and whatnot.
Yeah. Like I said, I'll for sure be at NXT, Hall of Fame, Mania, and Raw. I'll be at all 4 of those and some of the Access nights. So
Yep.
it'll be good stuff.
And plus, Maria Menounos will be hosting the red carpet, so there'll be plenty of AfterBuzz going around there.
There you go.
Very
There you
true.
go.
Yeah, stay close to social media, and we'll let you know where we're going to be. And with that said, go to DallasComedyHouse.com, get those tickets. It'll be a really fun show. And Ty Matthews, put yourself over.
As always, you can find me on Twitter, on Instagram, at Ty Matthews PMA, as well as various other after shows. God, I'm down to 3 a week now. They're
my.
just ended one after the other.
my.
I got The Magicians coming up in less than an hour, and I've got Lucha Underground every Thursday night. So go check that out. Also, be sure to watch Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. One of our big quarterly events, Coastline Clash, is coming up April 10th. It's completely free at the Ocean View Pavilion in Port Hueneme, so come check it out. April 10th, 3 p.m.
There you go. Markeia.
Okay, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Markeia McCarty. Yes, I'm at both of those places.
Boom.
And then if you want to see live comedy tomorrow night in Hollywood, I'll be part of Big Yellow Taxi. It's kind of like Taxi Cab Confessions meets improv, and that'll be happening at 8 o'clock at the Pack Theater, which is located on Cahuenga. Look at my Twitter. I put it up on there. And also, I'll be on SmackDown this Thursday because basically everybody's leaving for WrestleMania, but I have to stay in town this year.
That's right.
So, and chances are I might be on the pay-per-view recap show. So look out for that too.
There you go. I'm at Jay Quasto. Let's see, like he said, Coastline Clash, April 10th. We'll talk more about it over the next couple of weeks. I won't be here next Monday because I'm still going to be in Dallas, so we'll have a show here somewhere.
Same here. I
There
will
you go.
also be in Dallas.
It'll be interesting. I'm headlining the Brea Improv Wednesday, April 27th. I had so many fun shows this past weekend in Brea. I got to hand out a bunch of tickets, so if you're in Southern California, April 27th, give me a heads up. I'd love to have you out. Actually, a devoted listener actually was at the shows this past weekend. It was really cool to meet him.
Nice.
So with that said, jlocomedy.com, at jquasto, and we hope to see many of you in Dallas this week. Shout out to Soapbox Mark. Follow him on Twitter, and we'll see you soon.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.